we can now go over to our first call. And on the line, talking about New Year's resolutions, we have Brian on the line. Brian, are you there?
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Brian. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Dave.
Brian, I know you're 104.
Yes, I am. Right. Happy New Year to you, Dave.
Happy New Year to you too, Brian. Brian, we're talking about New Year's resolutions. I assume you've made quite a few in your life. Have you made any this year?
Well, Dave, yes, I have actually. I've decided I'm going to try and be a little bit less racist.
Oh, that's an admirable resolution, Brian.
Yes, I've been thinking a lot about my great grandson Leroy.
Oh yeah. And does Leroy criticise you for some of your opinions?
Yes, he does. He's quite a fan of gangster rap, is Leroy, and I thought, maybe some of my language is a bit outdated, so I'm going to focus on that, and I want to be a little bit more, open to things like that.
Right. Well, you've told me before, Brian, that you're not racist.
Well, no, I'm not racist, but the problem is it doesn't matter what's in my heart. It's how I interact with people, isn't it?
Yes, Brian. That's quite accurate. You can not mean something, but if the person takes that as what they mean, there's problems there, isn't there?
I don't quite follow you, Dave.
Well, what I mean is that, I might say to Gurjit, you're a smelly raghead, and just mean it as a joke. But if he takes it seriously, he's going to get upset.
Well, does he smell?
No, his brother Jagpesh smells, but he doesn't smell.
Right. Does he have rag on his head?
No, he wears a turban. It's not quite the same.
Well, what's the turban made from?
Doesn't matter, Brian. Let's move on. So the point being is that it's to do with how it's received. So if you might not have hate in your heart, Brian, and you might be perfectly happy with your Deliveroo driver, but if you say something to the Deliveroo driver, they're going to be upset.
Well, this is exactly what I mean, Dave, because I served in Africa. I've been all over the world in army and whatnot.
Yeah, as a cook.
Well, you get different colours of cooks, and I was quite active. In the 70s. I was 50 years old in the 70s, and racism was rampant. It were rampant then. We used to. Do you remember Enter the Dragon?
Well, I'm aware of Enter the Dragon. I didn't. I wasn't around when it was out.
Well, Bruce Lee used nunchucks, and it was because of my mates in the National Front that nunchucks got banned from movies.
What do you mean?
Well, nunchucks were used a lot by National Front racists in a lot of assaults. So they stopped putting them in movies because they said, look, these fucking idiots, they're using these nunchucks.
Right, so is that true?
Yes, Dave, it's absolutely true. You can Google it if you like, because I quite liked martial arts when I was about 50. I sort of wished I could do a lot of that kung fu stuff.
Right, but your National Front mates were responsible for nunchucks being banned from movies.
Yes, if you watch any movie from late 70s onwards, you will not see any nunchucks.
Right, well that's interesting.
Apart from the movie Romper Stomper, because they said it fit in with the storyline.
Right, Romper Stomper's famously about white nationalists, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's one of my favourite films, actually, Dave.
Oh, okay. What's your other favourite film?
I quite like Schindler's List.
Don't know if I want to ask why, Brian. We'll move on. So your New Year's resolution is just basically be less racist?
Yes, I think the key word there is less.
Yeah, you don't want to be not racist.
Well, no, because I think pattern recognition is quite important as a human.
Okay, what's pattern recognition?
Well, if you look at statistics, Britain now is the rape capital of Europe.
Yeah, and what? Oh Jesus! What does that? I don't. As soon as I ask the question, I'm in trouble here, Brian.
I know you are, Dave. Go on, ask it.
Why is Britain now?
Well, rapes have gone up alongside immigration statistics.
Well, yes, but correlation does not imply causation, does it, Brian?
Well, no, it doesn't, but it's quite heavily correlated, isn't it? And if you look at the statistics of 100,000 per 100,000 people, it's off the charts for darkies.
Yeah, it's it's to do with per capita, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
But white people still commit the most crime, correct?
Well, you'd expect that in a white country.
Yeah, I don't really want to get into this, Brian. It's a bit. It's tricky territory. It's sticky wicket. It's muddy waters.
Yes, it is, Dave. It's difficult to. What I do is I don't judge it on behaviour. I just judge it on how people look.
Right, and that's racist, Brian.
Yes, it is.
So you're not doing very well at the moment.
Well, no, I'm still warming up. Last time I phoned in, I used proper terminology.
Yeah, but you've said darky.
Right. So, well, old habits. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
No, you can't. That's true. And what steps are you taking to reduce your racism, Brian?
Well, I'm going to start looking at different news.
Well, that's a good start, Brian. What do you currently use for your news input?
Well, obviously, I like BBC News.
Thank you. Yeah.
When you were introduced, your man, whatever his name is, Monty.
Yeah, Monty Astor.
Yeah, he's ever so good. He is. He's and he likes that. Australian right-wing woman. What's her name?
I don't know. I don't really listen to the news when it comes on, Brian.
Oh, right. Well, anyway, she's hot.
Yeah, but I don't think hotness is to do with politics, though, is it?
Well, you say that, but a lot of people found Margaret Thatcher quite attractive.
Yeah, well, they're fucking weird, though, aren't they?
Well, no, because some men like a powerful woman.
Yeah, she was powerful, I'll give her that.
Yeah, so what you've got to think about is Margaret Thatcher in the bedroom being powerful, squatting over you and just pissing right into your mouth.
Yeah, does that do it for you, Brian?
Oh, it certainly does, Dave. I like thinking about Margaret Thatcher squatting over me, pissing right into my mouth, and then she says, "You want some shit in your mouth, don't you, you dirty bastard?"
Right, okay.
Yeah, and then I go, No, Maggie, I don't want any shit in my mouth. And she's like, "You do, you dirty fucker, you do." And I'm like, "No, don't, Margaret."
So then what, you just wank, or she shits on you?
Well, I don't like shit, Dave, to be honest, but the idea of Margaret Thatcher shitting straight into my mouth is quite intoxicating.
So, what news are you going to be reading, Brian?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I got a bit carried away there, Dave.
Yeah, I noticed.
So, well, I'm always watching. What's that channel called?
I'm gonna guess GB News.
Yes, that's the one.
I thought so.
So I watch a lot of that, and it's got a good balance of opinions and good views and whatnot. But I thought, who are they always slagging off?
Well, who are they always slagging off?
Guardian readers.
Oh, so you're gonna read The Guardian?
Well, yes, I've tried to read it. I saw a story, and it was about this lesbian.
Yeah, sounds like The Guardian.
Yeah, and this lesbian, she said that she'd never had orgasm in her entire life.
Right, well, that's not news, is it?
Well, no, it's not. But then the story, it takes a turn. It's one of these long opinion pieces, right? So she's a lesbian, and she's one of these woke snowflake daft cunts, and she lets in a Somalian into her house.
Oh no, that's not going to end well.
Well, exactly, because he tries to rape her which is exactly what I'd expect. But she fights him off, and in the middle of fighting, they realise that they both like martial arts.
Right.
So then they sit down and they're like, well, I couldn't, the Somali, and he says, well, I couldn't beat you up. And she's like, well, I couldn't beat you up. They both did the same martial art. They both loved Bruce Lee, and they both loved nunchucks.
Okay.
So in the end, these two people, they fell in love as a result of Bruce Lee.
What the fuck has this got to do with anything, Brian?
I'm just saying, it was a different way of looking at an attempted rape.
Brian, I'm going to have to look through The Guardian and find this story. That sounds wildly improbable.
Well, this is the thing, you see, is that women, they're a bit complicated.
Well, I will agree with that for certain.
Yeah, and a lot of women, one of their biggest taboo fantasies is to be raped.
I don't think it is, Brian.
No, it is. I've read about it.
Right. Well, how? What? I don't understand. I think it's the fantasy role play of not an actual rape is a horrific crime, Brian.
Well, yes, it is, but there's a bit of women in their brains that's like, intoxicated by it.
I don't think that it is, Brian. I really don't.
Well, my mate Barry...
Right, I don't want to know about Barry, Brian. What I want to know is, your New Year's resolution is to be less racist.
Yes, it is, yes. Also, in particular, I want to, be a bit kinder to my housekeeper.
Right, I don't think she's your housekeeper, is she, Brian?
Whatever she is.
She's someone who comes around and cleans up after you and cares for you. She's a carer.
Well, I don't have a carer.
You do, Brian. You've got a carer.
Well, whoever that Nigerian woman is, sometimes I say things round her and I can tell I've upset her.
Yeah, it's probably because she's just using outdated terminology, Brian.
Yeah, well, anyway, the other day I thought I'm going to be nice to her. So I paid her a compliment.
Oh, Jesus. What did you say, Brian?
I said, I love your big lips.
Right. How'd that go down?
Well, at first she ignored it.
Yeah, that's sensible. That was sensible of her.
I decided to double down.
That's not sensible, though, Brian, is it?
No, I said, excuse me, I just said, I love your big lips.
Okay, and then what did she say?
Well, she made this weird, sucking sound.
Did she kiss her teeth?
Well, I don't know if she kissed her teeth, but she made some weird, it sounded like a plug. Water going down the drain.
Yeah, that sounds like she was kissing her teeth.
Yeah, so she did that, and then she stormed out.
Right, and then what?
Well, I got a phone call from her bosses saying that she won't coming back.
Right, so what's happened then?
Well, nothing. Dave, I've got to go. I've just shat myself.
Okay, Brian, thanks for the call.
No problem, Dave. You take care.
All right, Brian, see you in a bit. Bye-bye. That was Brian there, over in Ockbrook, breaking the ice with the first call about